Hi there, Robin here. And this is a story or the portrait story of a man and why portraits are so important. Well, they're important because they are memories and stories of people, special people. Their lives mean something important to me. I live in Ecuador at the moment, and life here can be super busy, super crazy, also so interesting and exciting. And take a look at these shots to prove it. Yes, fireworks, lots and lots of amazing fireworks, and of course, parades. So I'm sorry I have these only still shots, but I took these before I had a movie camera. So this is what I'm going to share with you today. And though I've taken so many photos of so many different things of my life here in Ecuador, I found that people became the subject of my lens because to me, people are amazing. I found I love to take photos of people whose faces have a story to tell me. Faces who can tell stories without saying a word, and they're the most interesting to paint. I didn't realize that it would lead to my Unforgettable Faces project. So here's how it goes. I will take a photo, then I will paint the photo, and then I will put on my detective hat and look for the owner of the face or the family of the owner of the face. And then I give the original to them and thank them for giving me wonderful memories of living here in Baños de Agua Santa, Ecuador. But it's also important to say that I tell them that they have an amazing, artful, unforgettable face that has made my life here so much more interesting. As I told you, sometimes it gets kind of crazy here in Baños, and I went to the crazy go-kart races. Now I'm going to show pictures of how nutty it is and maybe a little bit dangerous, but it's something that we have here. What can I say? It's a part of the culture, but everyone really gets in and enjoys the whole process. It's kind of wild, it's kind of noisy, but it's a whole heck of a lot of fun. Well, while I was having fun taking some photos and talking to people at this event, for some reason I looked up and I saw through the craziness this island of a man. He was calm and quiet. Although he was enjoying the whole process, there was something special about him. I found that for some reason, as an artist, this person is interesting and amazing, and he was telling me a story without even speaking a word. And, well, there I went. I didn't take it in time, I didn't get the shot I wanted, and then he was gone, because these moments are so fleeting. I had lost a moment, but I had a good memory, and that was important too. Later on, a couple of months later, I was walking in the park, and these local gentlemen were chatting and laughing and telling jokes and the sharing and so much of what life is here in Ecuador and really all over the world where real people are communicating and talking and hanging out. It was so amazing and interesting because observing life around me, I find that fantastic, and it can make me speechless. I don't know why. Maybe it's the artist in me who loves these special moments. Then one day, after I had walked through our little park here in Baños, I sat down on a bench by the church. And there he was. In this very quiet moment, he told me his story without saying a word. And today was the day. I was lucky, and I had perfect timing, it seemed, because I was honored with being able to capture a photo. It is these memories and moments that are so special as an artist for me. When I got home, I painted his picture, and I could only hope that I could tell his story from his moment, without saying a word. I completed his painting. The colors of his life and the pencils moved over so gently over his face as I was trying to capture the sun smiling on him. All the while, trying to remember his story and how to capture it without saying a word. Like with my other unforgettable faces in my project, I put on my detective hat and started the search for him. so that I could give him the painting and proof of his unforgettable face. And for several months, I carried his painting and always looking aware and out for him. I didn't see him for almost a year, actually, and I was starting to lose hope. I found him in the park one day where I took his photo and I gave him his painting. He smiled so happily and so full of surprise. I got his message right. I listened and I observed. And now his story can be shared with you, hopefully without having to say a word, because words are not always the best way to tell a story. And though you think this story has ended, I have a bit more to share. Coronavirus has passed through my little town, and though, because of this, his story has ended. This is why pictures and portraits are so important. He can continue to communicate with his family, his friends, and so many, many more people, all without having to say a word. If you like this story and you wish to hear more of this kind of content, please let me know in the comments below and consider subscribing to be informed when I post more. Thank you for being here so that I could share my special story with you.